Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm back to break down this 6-game NBA DFS slate on DraftKings. Before we get into it, if you do enjoy the content at any point in this video, if you could please leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, I would greatly appreciate that. And then if you are getting very serious about NBA DFS, I do offer some further content over here on Patreon where you can get access to my premium NBA projections, NBA data sheet, player stats, team stats, play context stats, core plays, injury impact insights, and NBA Discord chat access. Getting a lot of good feedback. People want some money over there, some good stuff. You get access to the projections, the core plays, and then you get access to some sheets that are going to tell you things like which teams are giving up the most offensive rebounds, which teams are bad in transition defensively, which teams are bad in the half court, etc. So you can really capitalize and win some money on those matchups. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start breaking down this slate today. First game on the slate today, we have Utah taking on Washington. This game right now comes in with a 10-point spread in favor of the Utah Jazz. So not exactly expect to stay close. Utah is heavy favorites in this one. And for good reason. Washington is on a back-to-back up-tempo game with Sacramento last night. And then Utah, one of the best teams in the league right now. But we do have a few things that we can take advantage of. The first one being that Mike Conley is listed as out in this one, which is definitely going to help our case as far as being able to play some of these Utah Jazz because we know exactly who we're going to be looking to, and they do get a very good matchup taking on this Washington squad. So the first guy that I'm going to be looking to is obviously Donovan Mitchell at 8.7. He's been priced up to 8.9, around 9K for a while now. He got a slight price decrease down to 8.7, and I am gladly going to take advantage of that, especially considering that there is no Mike Conley. I expect his on-ball handling duties to increase quite significantly here. So definitely going to have interest in him. Rudy Gobert, as far as anyone down low on the Washington squad, I do not think they can defend him and or rebound with him. So he's also a very intriguing play. You get him in the pick and roll with Donovan Mitchell. You get him on the glass, and I'm definitely going to have interest in him. And then you take out Mike Conley from the equation, and you can definitely be playing some more Jordan Clarkson and Joe Ingles. Joe Ingles is the guy that typically is getting the biggest bump when there is no Mike Conley. They're just sliding him to the starting role, and he has definitely been capitalizing when he's given the opportunity. So those guys are going to make some sense for me in this one. And then as far as who you're running it back with, it's very easy. You play Russell Westbrook, you play Bradley Beal. If you're looking to run it back in this game and you're hoping that this game stays close, these are the guys that are going to do it. There's a possibility that Russell Westbrook rests on the back-to-back. He has not been doing so as of late, so I tend to think he'll be in. But just know that could always be a possibility that Russ is going to sit in this one. Bradley Beal comes in at 9.1, has consistently been putting up like 40 DraftKings points. Hasn't had a big game in a while, but we know what he's capable of when he does get hot, so I'm not going to talk you off him. Right now, I would say that I do prefer playing Russell Westbrook just due to his triple-double upside, however, on their side. Anyone else on the... I mean, I know I kind of skipped over the rest of the Washington squad, and that's because I'm not really all too interested in anyone. I mean, you can play Davis Bertans down here. Alex Len got the start last time out, and may play some more minutes again in this one, but the problem is he had a very good matchup taking on the Sacramento squad. This one, not so much. He's going to have to take on the defense of Rudy Gobert. He did get a price tag decrease down to 3.4, though, so if he gets to start, he's not the worst option in the world, but not going to be as appealing as he was last night. Oklahoma City taking on Atlanta, second game on the slate. This game comes in right now with a 7-point spread in favor of the Atlanta Hawks. There is no over-under released. And once again, expected to be a game where one particular team wins pretty easily, and it's going to be Atlanta Hawks. Clint Capella is listed as questionable. He is officially questionable. There's no update on him, so keep an eye on that one. If he's out, we're going to continue to love John Collins. We're going to like Danilo Gallinari, Kevin Huerter. All these guys are going to get usage increases. So we like them across the board. Darius Bazley continues to be out. Cam Reddish is out, and we got Maladon and Dort listed as questionable, so that could open up some more usage on the Oklahoma City side. We already know that Isaiah Roby's going to get some more run with there being no Bazley in this one, so he's a guy you could be looking to. Al Horford is back on this one. We were playing Moses Brown, so Al Horford taking on the former Atlanta team that he was on for so long. I am definitely going to like him at his 6.3 price tag. And then, of course, Moses Brown, the guy everyone's been playing at 4.3, becomes far less appealing, and I would not be playing him at 4.3 with Al Horford being back in this one. So really lock in on Al Horford, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Isaiah Roby. I would say these are the three guys you can really be playing. And then depending on the news of Maladon and Dort, then we can get into some Pokusevski and some Ty Jerome down here. So, yeah, that's what I'd be looking to. Trae Young, I didn't mention at the top. He's the most obvious play on the Atlanta side, but he's priced up. He has been priced up for some time, and he's really been failing to reach that price tag as far as his upside is concerned. So Maybe you could play him, but defensive Shai Gilgeous-Alexander isn't exactly the best matchup. Orlando taking on New York. Nikola Vucevic comes in at 10-1. This game comes in with a 6.5-point spread in favor of the New York Knicks. No over-under yet released. I'd expect this game to be pretty slow-paced. Terrence Ross, Aaron Gordon, Evan Fournier all listed as questionable in this one. So this is some very relevant news. If one or two of these guys are out and the other one's in, they're going to become a very great play. If Aaron Gordon's back, I'm guessing his minutes are going to continue to be limited, so he would be the exception to that rule. Probably not going to be a good play no matter what. But these other guys, it definitely does matter. Cole Anthony continues to be out. So Michael Carter-Williams at 5'7", definitely making some sense right here. And then you have guys like Dwayne Bacon, Al-Farouq Aminu, who are going to have to soak up the rest of these minutes. So if all of these guys are out, these guys are going to be kind of forced value that we're going to have to take a hard look at because they're not going to have anyone else to play. And then, of course, Nikola Vucevic at the top at 10-1 is going to be the one that's the most dominant as far as usage is concerned. Had 64 DraftKings points last time out, and he will continue to absolutely crush if he continues to be weighed on this heavily. So I will definitely like him. On the New York side, they continue to deal with injuries as well. You got Quickly now listed as questionable. Alfred Payton's listed as questionable. Derrick Rose is already out. Mitchell Robinson's out. So we already like Julius Randle and RJ Barrett as is with this team, and if these guys are out, we're just going to like them even more. So keep an eye on that news. RJ Barrett and Julius Randle are going to become absolute smash plays for sure. So we definitely want to keep an eye on that. And then, of course, you can play Alec Burks down here at 4-9. Reggie Bullock. These guys will continue to see a lot of minutes and definitely will provide you with lots of upside on any given night. So both of them make sense. My favorite would be, on a permanent basis, Alec Burks, who's been really underwhelming as of late, but I'm just waiting on that big game because, typically speaking, he's a very good fantasy point per minute producer. So I'd expect him to have a big game here sooner rather than later. New Orleans taking on Portland. This is going to be by far the best game environment on the slate. Comes in right now with a 241 over-under with a 1-point spread in favor of the Portland Trailblazers. A game that is definitely expected to move at a very fast pace. Who we're looking to in this one, Damian Lillard is now priced up to 11,000 on DraftKings. Put up 75 DraftKings points in this matchup last time out. So, I mean, he could definitely do it again. But CJ McCollum has returned, and I do think that CJ McCollum is going to continue to dig into his usage. He played 26 minutes in his return. I'd expect his minutes to just keep on climbing, and Damian Lillard is priced up at a premium right now. So if you can afford to get him in, great, because this is a great matchup. All the things match up. The only problem is the price tag is very, very high right now. So Zion Williamson, Brandon Ingram continue to be the number 1 and number 2 plays on the New Orleans side. These guys are the ones that should get the most usage in the offense by far. Putting up 47 DraftKings points last time this matchup was Zion Williamson. And then you look at Brandon Ingram's most recent input. He put up 41 in this matchup. So a little bit of a weird dynamic because they just played this game. So the rating is kind of there. Of course, they're not going to all score the same points they did last time, but it gives you a decent reference as to minutes and stuff as well. Enes Kanter played 28 minutes last time out at 7K. I'm not really sure I'm looking to go there. I mean, I can just play Robert Covington at 6'1" down here, who got much more minutes, 37 minutes. Only put up 27 DraftKings points, but I'd much rather play him than Enes Kanter at their respective price tags. And then, of course, Carmelo Anthony at 5'4", Gary Trent Jr. Carmelo Anthony played 30 minutes. Play Carmelo instead of Enes Kanter. They're going to go small ball clearly here. Then you got Gary Trent down here at 5'3". He played 32 minutes, so I feel really good about knowing where the minutes are going in this matchup. The game just happened. I feel really good about being able to throw those guys in. And I think that you should definitely be playing some guys in this one. Then you got Josh Hart and Eric Bledsoe on the New Orleans side. Josh Hart playing 28 minutes. Eric Bledsoe playing last time a total of 27 minutes. So, yeah, definitely went small ball matchup. I feel pretty confident playing all these guys, these wings. Steven Adams, the other center on the New Orleans side, is a guy that I would not be playing. Played 25 minutes, so very, very excited to be targeting this game tonight. Minnesota taking on Phoenix. Next game on the slate, Karl-Anthony Towns at 9-4. This game comes in with a 229.5 over-under with a 10.5-point spread in favor of the Phoenix Suns. Not expected to stay close. Phoenix is expected to run away with this one very easily. There continues to be no D'Angelo Russell, no Malik Beasley, so Anthony Edwards and Karl-Anthony Towns continue to be the ones that are taking on all the usage. Problem is, they're pretty much priced up for their roles now, and they have to take on a Phoenix squad that has been very, very good defensively. So if they're going to stay in this game, these are the ones that are going to do it, and they're the ones that are going to keep the game close. And then you have Ricky Rubio with a bit of a revenge narrative taking on the former team, Phoenix, who put up 47 DraftKings points last time out. So It's Ricky Rubio, it's Anthony Edwards, and it's Karl-Anthony Towns. If you're trying to target these guys, knowing that they're the ones that are going to have to play good to keep them in the game, I would understand that. Just know it's not the easiest matchup, so it could go south real quick for you. And then on the other side, they get a great matchup taking on Minnesota. So Chris Paul at 7-7, I definitely like. Devin Booker at 7-9, I definitely like. I believe, if I recall right, yes, Minnesota was the last time that Devin Booker really had a big game. He put up 58 DraftKings points, dropping 43 real-life points in that matchup. So it definitely makes sense to be playing some Devin Booker. If you were ever going to play him, this is the matchup to play him in. And then once you get down past them, these minutes are getting real dispersed and thin throughout. I've been saying to play Jay Crowder, but now you got Mikal Bridges, Dario Saric, all these guys soaking up minutes. So I'm definitely okay to playing one of these guys in tournaments because of the great matchup as mentioned, but maybe not playing multiple of them unless you're playing the blowout route where they just play the minutes and Chris Paul and Devin Booker take the seat. So definitely a few different ways you can approach that game, but not going to be the prettiest one with the spread and the expected total. Charlotte taking on the Los Angeles Lakers. Last game on the slate, we have a 226 over-under with an 8-point spread in favor of the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron James priced up at the top at 10-7. Continues to be a usage monster with there being no Anthony Davis. Last time out putting up 64 DraftKings points. He did, however, play that Minnesota squad that we just talked about. But Charlotte's not that much better defensively, so I definitely do like LeBron James tonight. LaMelo Ball, Gordon Hayward up the top here. Continue to see pretty good minutes throughout. Last time they get blown out with the Denver squad, so didn't get a lot of minutes. So on the back-to-back, the good news is they're not going to be worn out. They should play plenty of minutes. So LaMelo Ball, Gordon Hayward, Terry Rozier at the top here, the top three. Definitely ones you can lock in on. And then as far as anyone else on the Los Angeles Lakers side, you're really looking to play Montrezl Harrell, Dennis Schroeder, and Kyle Kuzma. I would be prioritizing Montrezl Harrell and Kyle Kuzma due to the fact that they are not guards and the fact that LeBron James is so on-ball heavy. It will not affect their production as much as it will affect Dennis Schroeder's production. So that would be my explanation there. And that is my overall breakdown of this 6-game slate. Before I let you guys go, I got to give you my lock of the night. Let's get into it. And my lock of the night tonight is going to be Carmelo Anthony. It might be a little bit of a surprise lock for you guys tonight, but at this 5-4 price tag, in this very high tempo matchup, in the most recent game, seeing 30 minutes, around mid to 30, lower 30 minutes. Absolutely love Carmelo Anthony in this spot. Currently putting up 0.96 DraftKings points per minute, and on average was putting up mid-20s points. When you add in the fact that he's been playing more upwards towards 30 points, and you add in the fact that this game's going to move at such a quick pace, off the bench, a high-usage guy, I think that Carmelo Anthony has some serious upside in this spot. We've seen him put up 44, 31, and 28 DraftKings points the last 3 times out. Last time against this New Orleans squad, putting up 28, not even close to his ceiling. Had a slight price tag decrease down to 5-4 compared to 5-5 last time, only 100, but we will take it when we can. And I think that Carmelo Anthony is in a great spot to do some damage here. He is my lock of the night. So there you have it, guys. Carmelo Anthony, get him in your lineups, and that is all for me in this one. If you did enjoy the content, if you could please leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, I would greatly appreciate that. And then don't forget to check out my KJK DFS NBA package, a link below in the description. I wish you guys all the best of luck tonight, and we will see you in the next one.